Hello once more, welcome back to Z Lessons. In today's lesson we are going to be answering or reviewing the 2024 GCE or should I say external exam. It's going to be very exciting lesson. We are going to learn so much from this lesson. We are going to learn about emails, what carbon copies are and all that stuff. It's going to be packed with lots and lots of interesting stuff. As always, I have also included a PDF copy of this document that I'm using right now, so that at your own convenience you will be able to read through and get at least to answer the questions on your own. If you are a student, you can revise and all that stuff, and whenever you want to clarify something, you can always come back to this video and get the needed information that you desire. So having said all that, let us begin. So these are the instructions. As you can see, this paper is 1 hour 45 minutes, but in this video we are going to do it like half the time. We are going to be done in a very short period, because this is just a review of a question paper. So these are the instructions. You can pause the video and go through them. I'm not going to waste any of your valuable time here, so let me just skip to the section which is section A, and we can continue from there. This is section A. Section A has 20 questions, therefore we have 20 marks, so each question carries a mark. Let us first of all begin by answering the first question. The first question says that portrait and landscape are page what? So the answer here is that portrait and landscape are examples of page orientation. So these are examples of page orientation. By orientation we mean the way the page is placed or displayed. Is it longer in the width and short in the height, or vice versa? So it's all about how the page is displayed. So that's the answer, D. Let us go to question 2. Question 2 reads as follows: which key on the keyboard can be used to delete characters to the left of the cursor? So of these listed keys here, which one is used to delete characters to the left of the cursor? This is Microsoft Word, and as you can see, if I can zoom in, have you seen? Let us say we want to delete characters. Let's say we want to delete letters, all these letters. As you can see, when I place my cursor here, I want to delete characters, all these letters or text to my left side. So which key can I use? When I press my backspace, as you can see what is happening. As you can observe, the letters to the left of my cursor have been deleted. So therefore backspace is the key that is used to delete. As you can see, as I continuously and repeatedly press my backspace, the letters to the left of the cursor have been deleted. So therefore the answer is B, backspace. Okay, let us go back to the question, and this is question 3. In PowerPoint, which option is used to display the title and bullets only? So when we go in PowerPoint, which option is used to display the title and bullets only? We are in PowerPoint, as you can see. So we can see that it's saying that EHT ICT lecture 5, and we are also able to see another title that says what is an operating system, and then we have the bullets inside. So as you can see, this view is only displaying the titles and the bulletin. So what's the name of this view? So let us find out. We can go here where it says view in the view tab, and as you can see, we are selected the in the outline view. So in short, this outline view only displays the title and the bulletin, so that you can focus only on the content and not only on the graphic side, like the colors, all those destructive things. You can only focus on the content itself. So that's what the outline view is all about. So let us go back to the normal view, and as you can see in the normal view, you are able to see these graphics and all that stuff. As you can see in the outline view, there is none of these things. Okay, so that's the outline view. It's only able to display the title and the bulletins. So let us go back to our question paper. Question 4 reads as follows: dash is dragging a mouse while holding the left button to select text. So as you can see, this is text in my document. When I drag my mouse like so, this is called highlighting. Okay, so this is highlighting. We use highlighting for various purposes. We can use highlighting for copying and formatting our document. So as you can see, highlighting is very useful. So the answer here is highlighting. Let us go to question 5. Which of the following is a correct email address? Okay, so these are the listed email addresses that we have been given, and we are tasked to find the correct one. So this is what we do. So this is what we do to find the correct email address. As you can see, an email address has only one @ symbol. This A that you are seeing here, that is looking like it's in a circle, this is pronounced or read as @. For example, in the first email address, this is john@gmail.com. So this is how you read the email address. So now we have been tasked to find which is the correct email address. An email address has only one @ symbol. So as you can see, this one on D has two @ symbols. So this is automatically ruled out. This is not the correct answer. Okay, so now we are left with A, B, and C. So let us look at these answers here. An email address, just right after the @ symbol, it has the company or the business that operates that email service. For example, Google has an email service and they call it Gmail. Okay, so that's the pattern of an email address. But as you can see on B, it has this @ symbol, then it has www, which is very wrong. It should be this @ symbol, then the company name. For example, gmail.com, yahoo.com, and all that stuff. If it's Microsoft, it should be what's that for Microsoft? Outlook. I think it's Outlook, at outlook.com, something like that. But as for this one B, we have cancelled it because it's having www. An email address doesn't have that. Okay, so let us look at A and C. They are the only one that are left. This is a website. When you see C here, it's a website because it doesn't have a @ symbol. Okay, and an email address doesn't have this www. So as you can see, even Adobe Acrobat, this application I'm using to view this document, it's able to detect a website. When I hover over this, you're able to see http:// and all that stuff. So this is the website. So this is a web address and not an email. So therefore, the only answer that is left is B, john@gmail.com. So this is the correct order of characters that this is the syntax in short. This is how you write an email address. So the correct answer here is A. Let us go to 6. To copy a sentence from one document to another, the user should dash in the second document. So let me open two documents and demonstrate what I'm talking about. So let us say we have two Word documents, this one here with text and this one with no text. And let us read the questions. The questions say that to copy a sentence from one document to another, the user should dash in the second document. So what should we do in the second document? Let us first open this and this. So this is the second document here, and this is the first document here. So what should we do in this second document in order to copy text? We have text in here, and we need to copy it in this second document. All we have to do is highlight the paragraph or sentence and right click and go where it says copy. Now in order for us to paste it here, what should we do in this second document? That's the question. So we need to left, or should I say we need to right click. After we right click, we should go here where it says paste, and when we hit paste, this will copy the text that we are from copying to the second document. So in short, what we need to do is paste the document or the sentence. We need to paste the sentence. So that's the answer. We need to select the paste button, and when we select the paste button, as you saw just moments from now, we are able to copy the sentence from one document to another. Okay, so that's the answer. Let us go to question 7. 7 says Facebook is an example of a dash network. So Facebook is an example of a social network, because when we are on Facebook, we socialize with different people of similar interests. So we are able to socialize and all that stuff. It's a social network. So the answer here is C. Let us go to question 8. To quickly bring text deleted by mistake in a document, the dash can be used. So how can we quickly bring text that has been deleted by mistake? Let's say this is our document, and my cursor is let's say I was typing like so, then I delete this transition by mistake. Okay, by mistake. So how can I bring back the text? All I can do is hit the undo button, and as you can see, when I go up there, you'll be able to see a command that says undo. All I have to do is press it using my left mouse button, or use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl Z. So as you can see, when I press it, the word has been quickly brought back, or the text has been brought back just by hitting the undo button. So that's how we do it. Let us go to question 9. The device connected to a system unit for a computer are known as what? So the device connected to a system unit of a computer are known as what? We call them peripheral devices, okay? Because they enhance the capabilities and functionalities of the computer. Let's say you buy a computer and you want, let's say, to, I don't know, maybe print a document. You can't print a document just having the computer, not so. You need a device that has been designed to perform that function. So that's the printer, okay? Maybe you want to listen to music, you need a speaker. Maybe you want to scan a document, you need a scanner. You want to display something on the wall or on a board or chart or all that stuff, you need a projector and all that stuff. It's like the human body. When you want to eat, you use your hands. When you want to walk, you use your feet. When you want to see, you use your eyes. So these are called peripheral devices. They enhance the functionality of the computer. They are what makes the computer a general purpose machine, okay? So that's the idea. Let us go to question 10. Dash displays the name of the application program and the document which is currently in use. So if I go back in Word, as you can see on top there, it is displayed as it document 2. So it is displaying the name of the application, which is Word, and also the name of the document. As you can see, it is labeled as document 2. Let us go to question 11. Name the device shown in the following picture. As you can see, this is the picture of the device. What do we call this device? This device is called the projector. See, because we're able to project things, videos, images onto any surface. So this device is called the projector, and it's also a peripheral device. You can connect it to the computer's system unit. Let us go to question 12. Question 12 reads as follows. The text and pictures that appear in the background of a document are called what? So as you can see in this document, you're able to see the Z lesson logo here. So this is what we call the watermark. This is text or picture that appears in the background of a document, okay? You should be very careful here because as you can see, there is picture mark and watermark. But the correct answer here is a watermark, okay? because watermark can mean a text, can also mean a picture. But when you say picture mark, which means text is excluded. But in the question, they are saying text and pictures. So in order to choose an answer that satisfies both conditions, text and pictures, we should choose watermark, because in a watermark we find text and pictures, both text and pictures. In a picture mark, there are only pictures. Okay, so just say that watermark, and the answer will be marked. 13 says dash is the main screen area of the computer screen. So when I go back in my computer, let me just minimize this and that. As you can see, this is the main screen. When I start my computer, when I log in into my computer, this is what I see first hand. So this is the desktop, and as you can see, it's a desktop. Let us go back. So what are the options? As you can see, A says desktop, so that's the answer, desktop. Let us go to question 14. What name is given to the message that appears suddenly on the screen when using the web browser? Yeah, so let's say we are on the internet. This is my web browser, Firefox, and suddenly a message pops up. So when a message pops up, what do we call that message? Okay, so that's the essence of the question. That's where the question is coming from. What do we call that? This is called a pop-up message. So this is a pop-up message. That's what we call that message. It's called a pop-up message. And some pop-up messages are just ads. You should be very careful when dealing with this stuff. Sometimes these are ads, they just pop up anyhow, and they can be very dangerous. They can send you to links that will install viruses on your system and all that stuff. Sometimes there are warning messages. Sometimes they are used by the browser to tell you that this website is not secure and all that stuff. So they are just like messages that are displayed, okay, that will help you to what can I say, they will give you an option to choose whether to do a certain action or not. So they are just a call to respond to a certain action prompted by the browser or the internet or the particular website and all that stuff. All right, let us go to question 15. The health problem that may be caused by prolonged use of computers is what? So we have headaches, infection, influenza, malaria. So which of these is the answer? The correct answer here is a headache. Okay, when you're using the computer for an extended period of time without maybe taking breaks and all that stuff, you are prone to face headaches. Okay, this malaria thing we're seeing here, it's just to confuse you. You can't get malaria from using a computer. Okay, and these influenzas and infections, all that stuff, these are just symptoms of another, the biological symptoms that cannot be caused by using the computer and all that stuff. But since when you're using a computer, you are thinking, you are typing certain buttons continuously and all that stuff, maybe the computer screen is bright, they can trigger headaches. Okay, so the correct answer here is B. Let us go to question 16. Question 16 reads as follows. The refresh button is used to dash the screen. So whenever you are using the computer screen and you want to update the screen, whatever you are working on, we use the refresh button. Therefore the answer is D. The refresh button is used to update the screen. So if I can go back in my on my desktop and hit the right click button, you'll be able to see the refresh button. As you can see here, it says refresh, and as you can see, my computer screen just like blinked, meaning that it has updated the screen. If there was something that wasn't up to date, maybe I changed the folder name and it was still displaying the old folder name, or I recently moved something and it's still showing as if there is something, I can hit the refresh button. Okay, let's say I create a folder. Let me create a folder and I'll call it just the letter A. Hit enter. Okay, I hit enter. Then I add another folder. Let me create another folder here, or let's say a file. Let me just create a new Word document and just name it as Word. Okay, and let me send it in there. As you can see, I've sent it in the folder A, but this folder is not displaying that there is content inside this folder. It's saying that there is no file because the screen or the desktop is not up to date. But see what will happen. I want you to observe what will happen when I right click and go where it says refresh. As you can see, it will now show that there is a file inside. So as you can see, the desktop has displayed the updated version, showing everything as it is currently. So that's the feature called the refresh button. Okay, that's the feature called the refresh button. So let us go back to the questions and we can carry on from there. It says on 17, files on a computer are stored in a folder. Just as I am from showing you a couple of moments ago, you are able to see that I added a Word document in a folder. So I added a file in a folder. So files on a computer are stored in a folder. So that's it. 18 says Dash is a collection of web pages and related content. So a website is basically a collection of web pages, just as any regular book that you know. Let's say we have a mathematics book, not so. So when you have a mathematics book, you expect to have pages that contain mathematical related concepts or stuff or information, not so. You can't expect to find the history, geography inside the text book meant for mathematics. So that book only contains mathematical content or information. Same applies here with a website. When you have a website such as a website that sells shoes, you're only going to be able to see pages inside that website that relates to shoes. Okay, if it sells food only, you're able to see pages that relates only to food stuff, and so on and so forth. So this is what we call a website. Okay, so a website is a collection of web pages. So a website is like a book and it has pages inside, okay, and related content. So the answer here is D. Let us go to question 19. Question 19 reads as follows. Which of the following is fast in accessing data and has a large storage space? We have the statement started for us here, registers and Dash. So when answering this question, you should be very careful, because as you can see, we are required to provide two answers here, but the first one has already been started for us, registers. In the question, it's saying that which of the following is fast in accessing data. So this is the first requirement, fast in accessing data, and what has a large storage space. So the answer for fast in accessing data has already been started for us. It's called registers. Therefore the remaining one is and has a large storage space. So when we look at our multiple choice questions here, which one has the large storage space? The correct answer here is a flash disk. A flash disk has a large storage space because it has a large storage space compared to the magnetic tape, memory card, and the optical disk. So the answer here is D. Let us go to question 20, which is the last one in this section A. Question 20 reads as follows. How can multiple choice examination questions be marked automatically? This is by using what? So we rule out this A and B because multiple choice marker doesn't exist, multiple choice reader doesn't exist. The correct answer lies between C and D, and it's very confusing if you look at it because sometimes the question will say multiple mark character reader, now it's jumbled, you know. So but for now, all I can say is the correct answer here is D. optical mark reader, OMR. So this is the correct answer, D. You can feel free and Google. I don't know, I'm not quite sure of the answer here between C and D, but if I were to choose between C and D, I'll go for D here. So D is the correct answer. Therefore, this marks the end of section A, and this has been a pleasant section, and I hope that you follow me as we jump right into section B.